You want to look at my cat Pokemon?
Kitty Cottage! Hi, my name is Aenne, and I'm a Pokemon photographer. It's a new day in the photo studio, and last time I visited Boulder Beach where I took pictures of a bunch of rock and ground type Pokemon. And we learned from Mallory how important a role archaeology can play in gaining insight from Pokemon in the past to help give us context into how they live today and understand what might happen in the future. I'm continuing my pursuit of filling up my Photodex with not only the intention of proving Professor Oak that my photos are better than what he thinks, but also producing work for the Pokemon photo contest. Throughout this region, there are spots known as photo reserves I'll be visiting that are overlooked by special trainers, so be sure to subscribe, like, and join me on this photography journey as I capture Pokemon in a slightly different way. In case you missed out on any of my photos, you can check out the playlist in the description below to find all the previous episodes. If you're wanting any of the postcards and sticker sheets I've made throughout this journey, you can find them all in my shop. This is part of my monthly mail club where after I take pictures of all the Pokemon in each episode, you can receive an envelope every month containing postcards, stickers, and a personal letter from me. You can find out more information by checking the link in the description. This time we've been summoned by someone who's wearing an interesting outfit who wants to show us some cat Pokemon, so what could go wrong?
What do you mean the boss doesn't want me to do this interview? This is a photographer. It's not like it's Officer Jenny or anything.
I'm Aenne, and you've just found yourself at one of the Rocket headquarters. I'm helping all Pokemon, even the ones that get kidnapped by Team Rocket. They need help too. They really need a lot of love. So, you know, some of us have to do those things. The one benefit to being a part of Team Rocket is that I get this cool outfit. Look, it's got the R! It's so cool. I've always dreamed about this since I was a kid, but I've also dreamed about caring for Pokemon, so this actually is the perfect job for me. I want to bring the realness to Team Rocket. Everyone always thinks that we're just bad guys, and not all of us are bad guys. Some of us are nurses, some of us are doctors, some of us are just in a bad situation. So I want to make sure that people know that we're real people and we're doing our best out here too. My partner Pokemon is Audino because, well, when I graduated Joy School, they were all out of Chanseys and Blissies, but Audino is there, and Audino's just as pink, and look how cute she looks in a little Nurse Joy hat. Audino is here to help me whenever I'm caring for animals by maybe handing me an instrument, maybe pressing the button on the machine, or really just being there. When you work as a team, medicine goes so much more smoothly, and it really just ups our care for the Pokemon. But at the end of the day, I'm just here to care for Pokemon.
I seem to have lost Aenne, but I think this is where they wanted to take me. And I guess I should look the part. There's definitely a lot of cat Pokemon here. I don't think this is exactly a photo reserve, but I might as well take some pictures. Pokédex number 300. It can't stop from chasing moving things and runs in a circle chasing its own tail. A normal type known as the kitten Pokemon, it's Skitty. Skitty's the perfect Pokemon to have at home, and as soon as I saw this Skitty sleeping on this blanket, I knew I had to capture it because that's typical cat behavior. The thing about capturing Pokemon in their environment is that you can't really pose them like you can with people, so you have to be patient and wait for the perfect moment. Pokédex number 52. These daring Pokemon have coins on their foreheads. Darker coins are harder, and harder coins garner more respect among others. A steel type known as the Cat Scratch Pokemon, it's Meowth. If you own any kind of cat, you know it's the best day ever when you get a package because the box is always for them. If they fit, they sit. This Meowth is from the Galar region, and I wonder if there are variations of Meowth that I don't know about in other regions. Pokédex number 431. It hides its spiteful tendency of hooking its claws into the nose of its trainer if it isn't fed. A normal type known as the catty Pokemon, it's Glameow. Glameow are the kind of cats that you probably should leave alone. They don't want to be bothered unless you're feeding them, or else you'll probably end up with some scratches like its Pokédex entry says. I made sure to stay at least 10 feet away from them when I took this photo. Pokédex number 403. This Pokemon generates electricity by contracting its muscles. Excited trembling is a sign that is generating a tremendous amount of electricity. An electric type known as the Flash Pokemon, it's Shinx. I love Shinx and I really had trouble taking a picture of this one because they kept moving around. There were these bushes I wanted it to peer out of, but I think they thought I was trying to play with them, so they stuck around in the grass. I feel like I did a good job capturing its excited energy though. Pokédex number 725. While grooming itself, it builds up fur inside its stomach. It sets the fur alight and spews fiery attacks, which change based on how it coughs. A fire type known as the Fire Cat Pokemon, it's Litten. Litten are a kind of cat Pokemon that take a while to warm up to you, pun not intended, but I've heard they're really reliable, especially in battle, when they evolve once you gain their trust. This one seems pretty independent, so I thought capturing them from below would communicate a feeling of dominance and disconnection. Dad? Pokédex number 244. A Pokemon that races across the land. It's said that one's born every time a new volcano appears. A fire type known as the Volcano Pokemon, it's Entei. It looks like this Entei was roaring in pain because they're stuck in these thorns. I hope there's not one in their paw. Maybe if I help them I can gain their trust. I wonder what this Entei is doing here though. Do they belong with the other cat Pokemon I've taken pictures of? Are the legendary beasts actually cats? I can't find Aenne anywhere still, but their Audino is here, so I'll just leave these pictures and hope they give them to Aenne later. Sometimes I'll take a picture and I notice a specific detail is missing because the light's shining in a way that obscures something. This is the original Litten photo that I took, and obviously there's supposed to be some kind of mouth here, so let's make one. First, I'm adjusting this image's colors in a way that I feel works best. If you want to know my process on color grading and what I look for, I explain this more in the first video of this series, so check the link to the playlist in the description. Anyway, you could just draw a black line, but that's not going to look the best. We'll still have a black line, but we're also going to copy the texture from the eye in a similar shape as the line I just drew to make it look like this line belongs on the blush. We'll change the color mode of that texture layer to luminosity, which basically ignores color information and blends lightness values. This is good to use if you want to impose a certain type of texture over something like I'm doing here. I also lowered the opacity a little to make it a little less strong. To give this mouse some dimension, I'm going to try to mimic other areas of the plush, like where the black fur meets the red. You can kind of see how there's a transition here, so we're going to loosely recreate that by color picking this darker red and using a brush on the layer under the line we just made. Next, I want to add some highlights and shadows by using white and black with a brush and using Gaussian blur. And that's basically it, but obviously there's some learned skill involved here that can only really be obtained by practicing and making mistakes. Anyway, here's the before and after. Litten had some work done and got a new mouth.
I've chosen 3 categories to judge Aaron's photos with. Cuteness, aggression. You know when you see just a tiny little Pokemon and you just want to pick it up and you want to squeeze it? Or you just want to put it in your mouth and chew on it a little bit? That's cuteness, aggression. It's that real feeling that just you see something so cute and you just can't help yourself. Catitude. When working with Pokemon in a hospital, it's really important to be able to interpret their behaviors. An animal that is very calm and relaxed is going to be a lot easier to handle than one that's afraid or that one is really aggressive. So to be able to interpret those behaviors really helps my job in handling the Pokemon and making sure that they get the best care possible. And so what I'm looking for in the photos is to make sure if they're nice and relaxed. Are their ears back? Are they tensed up? I want to see some nice relaxed Pokemon blasting off again. You know, being a Team Rocket member, sometimes you gotta be ready to get up and go at a moment's notice. You don't want to get electrocuted by Pikachu. It sucks. It's really, really quite painful. So you gotta be ready to go. And I'm looking for those Pokemon that can do that with me. If I gotta go, I need to go, and I need my Pokemon to be right there with me, just running away, because I don't want them to get electrocuted either. Well, obviously, cuteness aggression gets a 5 out of 5 stars because that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. That Skitty is just wrapped up in a little blankie, and I just want to hug it. So cute. Catitude, 5 out of 5. This Skitty is so relaxed. It's so cute. It's just having itself a good little time. Maybe it just needs a little snacks and it would be perfect. Oh, I just want to snuggle this skitty so big bad. Blasting off again. I think I'm gonna have to do a 3 out of 5 here. Sorry, I feel really bad about it, but I can't wake up that resting skitty while we're trying to escape. I guess it is in a blanket, so I could just sort of scoop up the blanket and move off with the skitty. But I don't think that skitty is ready to go, you know? You know, Meowth is a fan favorite here at Team Rocket. And this little guy, he's up to no good. Perfect fit for Team Rocket. Cutest aggression, 5 out of 5 stars. Meows are so perfect and so beautiful, and they give us money. So, you know, I feel like can you be better than that? Catitude, this Meowth has a grin from ear to ear. This cat is so happy to be in this box. In the box, just hiding. This Meowth's up to some shenanigans, and we love shenanigans. Meowth is very, very familiar with blasting off again, but I think I'm gonna have to do a 4 out of 5 for blasting off again. Meowth normally walks on 2 feet, and that's not as advantageous as running on 4. As you know, Rapidashes and other 4-legged Pokemon are way faster than 2-legged Pokemon, so while Meowth is normally very quick to blast off again, sometimes there's gonna be a little bit of a slowdown. This Glameow, oh my gosh, so sassy, so flirty. Just hanging out from a perch really tall, being like, you peons, you worship me now. Typical Glameow behavior, am I right? 5 out of 5 cuteness aggression. I want to put this one in my mouth. I want to nibble on it a little bit. I just want her to love me so bad. Catitude. I don't think Glameow is ever in a spot where they're fully comfortable. I feel like Glameows are always sort of ready to fight, ready to attack, which is great for a Team Rocket Pokemon. But in terms of being in a hospital, not quite as relaxed as I would like to be able to do any treatments necessary. So Glameow is going to get a 4 out of 5. And I do love the fact that this Glameow is just, that's all it is. It's just this Glameow and all of their personality, which really shines through. But I would have liked maybe to see Glameow interacting with a couple other things, like a toy or something. Glameow is ready to fight, ready to go at a moment's notice. So 5 out of 5 for blasting off again. If I'm like, Glameow, we gotta go, Glameow is 10 steps ahead of me and already out the door. So perfect notes for that one. Oh, Shinx. Now, we've been seeing a lot of feline Pokemon, and Shinx, I don't know, is Shinx really considered a feline Pokemon? Is it a cat? I can't be sure. Its ears don't look very cat-like to me, but it is really cute. For cuteness aggression, I'm sorry, Shinx. I have to give you a 3 out of 5. And that's on me. That's not your fault. Other feline Pokemon are my favorite, and Shinx is probably somebody else's favorite feline Pokemon out there, just not me. And that's okay, because I'm the judge, and that is my decision. For Catitude, Shinx looks happy as a shelter. So relaxed, so calm, just playing out in the sun, not a care in the world. For Catitude, 5 out of 5. This Shinx is happy. I don't think anything could bring down this Shinx's day. 5 out of 5 for blasting off again. Shinx is ready to go. Shinx will be jolting out of the door, out of the building if you need Shinx to go. Matching colors, by the way, gets extra bonus points for being black and red. It's the uniform, it's the outfit. Cuteness aggression, I think some of it is real aggression. 4 out of 5. I want all Pokemon to love me. I want all cat Pokemon to love me. And the fact that Lynn is already just got a little frown, a little standoff, sometimes it makes it cute, but when Lynn is looking down at me like that, I have a feeling it's gonna jump on me and scratch my face off. Catitude, we got the frown going, the ears look slightly back, and it doesn't look happy to see me. So for Catitude, not relaxed. I think 3 out of 5 for that. Blasting off again, 5 out of 5. Lynn's ready to go. Lynn is already gone. Lynn doesn't want to see you. Lynn's probably the fastest one to get out of the room out of all of these Pokemon so far. Lynn's like, peace out. I got other things to do. I'm better than you. Goodbye. This one has brought joy to my heart. He's just so angry. I just want to hug him. This is the kind of anger that I love in a Pokemon. The kind of anger that I just want to like hug. I'm known as, the Pokemon Whisperer among Team Rocket because if there's ever an angry Pokemon that just doesn't want to cooperate, they just bring me in and I'm just like, hey Pokemon, let's be friends. I'm really good at handling those angry Pokemon. And this is the perfect angry Pokemon that makes me just want to smooch its face so much. Cuteness aggression, 5 out of 5. Oh, I just want to smooch it. I want to smooch Entei so bad. Catitude. Listen, this cat is getting 0 out of 5 stars because this cat is going to attack me. This cat is definitely going to attack me. There's no reason why a legendary Pokemon, Entei, would not be like, you're gone. I have powers. You're just a measly human. What do you have? Nothing. A stethoscope, maybe? No. Catitude? This one's going to be quite the challenge for me as a Pokemon nurse on how to handle it, how to talk to this Pokemon, and make it more comfortable. Entei is not comfortable. Entei's given me a mean eye. This is my mean eye. And it's not happy to see me. Blasting off again? 5 out of 5. It's a giant legendary Pokemon. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be fast. There's a reason why no one has caught many Entei in the world, and that's because it's really good at escaping, and it's not gonna stay in a Pokeball. Now, I think I just have to choose a winner, and I'm sad that they can't all be winners because they're all so cute and so wonderful and so perfect Pokemon. I think it has to be the first one. I think it has to be Skitty. Skitty is just so cute and wrapped up in that blanket. Oh, I just wanna pick up Skitty and just wanna inhale that cat. Oh, so cute. Don't tell me you've never wanted to pick up a Pokemon and just smell it. It's totally normal. I promise. It's medically accurate to do such things. I promise. I think that's everything that y'all wanted from me, I think. Because I gotta go back to work. They don't know that I'm here. And I don't need them to know that I'm here doing this with, non-Team Rocket people. I'll get in trouble and I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, thanks again. Thanks again for having me. This was so much fun. Remember that even Team Rocket Pokemon deserve love and care just like every other Pokemon. And yeah, just don't tell the boss, okay? Because I'll get in trouble and I don't want to get in trouble, okay?
Let's review my Photodex. We added 6 more Pokemon: Skitty, Meowth, Glameow, Shinx, Litten, and Entei. This brings our total to 18 Pokemon. I guess a run-in with Team Rocket isn't always that bad, and I'm glad Aenne is here to take care of all these Pokemon. If you've reached this point and you like what you saw, make sure to press the like button to let Professor Oak know you like my photos. If you're wanting any of the photos from today's adventure, or even a previous one, you can find them all in my shop along with the sticker sheets I've made for each area. Check the description for links to my shop and mail club, Aenne's channel, and tag me in your photos if you also decide to get out into the wild grass. Next time...
What is this?
Put it on.